Howdy, y'all. My name is Soraya. Welcome to my cooking show. Hope all of you are doing well today. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about breast implant illness, okay? Because I have implants and I've been thinking that maybe I have breast implant illness mainly because of my foggy brain symptoms. So I looked into it and everything, and I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube of women of different ages discussing this, stating that the removal of the implants has allowed for them to feel better. Maybe that's true. I'm not going to doubt that. I know that the breast implant illness is not so documented as an actual thing, but a lot of women have stated that that's a thing for them and that's real. And I'm not disputing that in any way. I went to my surgeon and, he heard me. He didn't disagree or agree. And he put in for the removal of the implants and it was approved. But through that process, I learned a little bit more because really I'm 66, right? So it could be just aging. Dementia, Alzheimer's does run in my family. I did have an MRI done and another test, EEG, related to the brain and its function and rest periods and whatever. So I had that test and the MRI. And my neurologist doesn't see anything in my brain and nothing on the other test to state that there is early sign of dementia or anything like that. So I'm glad to hear that, but really I do feel that I'm getting foggy. And I think actually too, it's my reaction to carbohydrates and sugars. And so I've minimized drastically. If I can alter and change my diet a bit, that I won't get the foggy brain from carbs because diabetes runs in my family too. So I'm doing what I can to see what the cause is of the foggy brain. I'm staring off into space. I'm like forgetting things a bit. Short-term memory is impacted a bit. So I'm like, okay. So I also have this issue for years now, about 4 years of my abdomen distension. Certain foods will cause it, and I'll get like a pain in my abdomen with certain foods. I noticed with artificial sweeteners that was happening and a really uncomfortable distension on my abdomen, just really uncomfortable for all the work I've done on my body to have a nice shapely body. I have this tummy thing going on with this distension. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good. And so then I finally spoke about it with my doctor, gastrointestinalologist. We went through some tests, had some sort of bacteria thing going on, and took care of that, and it helped with other issues with my gut. But I still have the distension. I still have a lot of sensitivity in that area when I eat. So I had the SIBO, the small intestine bacteria overgrowth test, done recently. Because they say with that, if I do have that causes foggy brain. So I had the test and I did the whole breath testing. It was like really a big deal with all the tubes and breathing into it. And I had to have a special diet for a week and I had to refrain from this, refrain from that, which is okay. I wanted to have the test done. I want to see what's at the bottom of this. But under more research, as I'm waiting to get the results, I'm finding that like things like onion and garlic, which as a Latina and I'm a chef, that is something I use a lot. Like I eat red onion every day. Or at least I used to. And I've eased up on that quite a bit. Totally eliminated garlic. And just those two things alone gave me relief. Not doing any heavy carbs, doing milk with lactate, that's lactose reduced. I haven't been eating fruits for about a year. No fruit at all. And I realized from FODMAP, FODMAP, that cauliflower, which I eat often, and broccoli also are foods that are like high in something that for SIBO and for FODMAP diet is not advisable. So I'm kind of like doing more research on like what I'm consuming and whether it's FODMAP friendly, and I am experiencing some relief. So less distension. Now, yesterday I went out to dinner with a friend of mine. We had a lot of fried food, a lot of fried seafood. It was amazing, 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 amazing. Crab Shack here in the city is an all-you-can-eat seafood place. That's just amazing, amazing. I had a great meal. But oh my God, was I suffering from the first bite? From the first bite, my abdomen was distended. I was in pain. I overate. I did. I mean, once a month, I give myself a meal where I could overeat. It's not carb, it's not sugar. It's just a lot of fried fish. It was so good. Oh my God. It's here on 55th Street on the east side a little bit. You should check it out. It is amazing. But I suffered the price. I ate a lot and my stomach was hurting. My abdomen was distended. And today it's a lot better. My stomach is down. Like I slept it off. I was uncomfortable. So when I went for the test and get the information, like education on taking the test, I noticed there was a lot of women waiting to get the test kits and then be informed, be educated on how to take the test for SIBO. So I don't see any men here for this test. I'm sure this happens to men too. I'm like, why is it that women are here? A lot of women of different ages. And I'm like, well, if there's women coming thinking they have SIBO or an issue, so is it really breast implant illness or is it really something else? Something to think about. So I'm not discrediting the breast implant illness, but I'm just saying that it could also be other things besides, and it could be that in addition to the breast implant illness, it could be the SIBO, the small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. It could be diet related. It could be. Absolutely. And so I guess I'm talking about it. I'm doing this video just for any folks who feel that maybe there's a chance of breast implant illness, that how do they feel in their gut right now? I mean, what other tests can be taken to define whether or not it is breast implant illness? Maybe it is an intestinal thing or diet, a poor diet that's causing the brain fog and other symptoms. I understand that with the removal of the implants over time, some of these ladies have experienced an improvement in their health after removing the implants. Again, I'm not discrediting that. But though I was going to have my breast removed, thinking that it was breast implant illness that was causing the brain fog, I decided not to have my breast removed, and I am moving forward in getting more information about SIBO, waiting for my results to come in, and then making the changes that I can with my diet. Because I've noticed with the few changes in just a week of getting more information about FOD, MAP diet friendly thing, that especially the removal of garlic and onion from my diet has helped me tremendously. So that's just a little talk from a woman who felt maybe that I had breast implant illness, but also that I felt my breasts were really too big, and I was having a hard time with the reaction of women and men, though I like the aesthetic a lot. I like the aesthetic, but I love the aesthetic too when I had my little B cups, I was a hot mama back then. Hotness is in the eye of the beholder, right? So just like beauty is. But I'm not bad. I'm just drawn this way. And I just want to say that I am feeling better. Lately, adjusting my diet on a FOD MAP FODMAP level. And yesterday's dinner at Crab House was amazing. So this is just food for thought. Again, like I said, there were so many women going for this test that I wonder if this is just a woman thing with what we eat and how our bodies are and what's in foods, artificial and natural, and just the American diet, the milk consumption, the dairy consuming, all of that, if that's just adding to the brain fog and the SIBO symptoms. No doctor, I'm no nutritionist. I'm just a woman trying to stay healthy, trying to stay cute as I age. Next month, I'll be 66. I'm very proud to be here alive still in this world. And I hope you all have a very good day. Trans Mama always loves you. No matter what your breast size, honey. And no matter how much distension you have, darling, let me rub the belly like Aladdin's lap so you can feel better. Bye, darling. Trans Mama loves you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.